Welcome back to CABSAT TV, live here at the Dubai World Trade Center, and very pleased to be joined by Amanda Turnbull, Vice President of Discovery Networks in this region. Yep. Amanda, good to have you with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
And the Discovery Network, fantastic in this region, it's going from strength to strength.
Yeah, we're doing well. I mean, around the world there's an average of 10 Discovery channels per market, 220 markets. I'm proud to say that in this region we have 13 channel brands, 2 in pay, 2 in free-to-air, and the rest 11 of them in pay. We've grown the business substantially in the last few years. I think what has made a difference for us is actually coming physically to be in the region. So we made a strategic acquisition of a brand called Fatafit in 2013, which really gave us a springboard into the region. We bought a loved and trusted free-to-air Arabic brand with production capabilities out in Studio City. And so that has really enabled us to come here, and once you're here you open up opportunities, you see people every day, you build relationships, and the opportunities come from that.
Now you're talking of opportunities, but of course your head-to-head interview today was about the challenges which are facing the pay-as-you-use TV market. Explain some of those.
Well, again, I am maybe a ridiculously optimistic person, but I don't see them as challenges. I choose to see them as opportunities. No, but genuinely, I think that the pay TV is having a bit of a moment in Middle East region. And there's a number of factors at play. So it's getting increasingly difficult to get a return on your investment in free-to-air because the advertising model is challenged, not just economically, but essentially challenged by a lack of transparency from the data and many channels not being able to take out of the market what they truly deserve. So what that means is that a lot of us, Fatafit would be an example, we took it from free-to-air and put it into pay, and that's given us an opportunity to build a portfolio with our new partner, Bein. So we've created with them a bespoke MENA portfolio. Fatafit is the flagship. Then there's D-Kids, D-Life, D-Max, DTX, which is a turbo channel. So that's an exclusive portfolio that we created for them. And having spent 17 years working purely with OSN, we now work with OSN and Bein. So, as I say, it grows the business for us. But I think that we need to be slightly careful with this because we want to have meaningful strategic relationships with our key platform partners, and our view is that with our sort of content there's an opportunity for us to be really supportive. I mean, traditionally in pay it's quite a ubiquitous distribution model. We take the opposite view, and we have decided that we will work very deeply with a couple of people with bespoke exclusive channels, and that exclusivity I think enables them to drive ARPU, to reduce churn. It's very interesting what OSN has literally just done, where they've repackaged and repriced their entire platform. Right. And that's fascinating, and it's a brilliant move. We're 100% supportive, because in that case you've gone from only being able to get Discovery Channel, for example, in the very top package, to now Discovery Channel's in your entry-level package. Right. And so what we see is that will make people think very differently, and obviously the price point is completely different. So that will get out to a whole load of people that haven't considered pay before. So that can only be a good thing as far as we're concerned.
So you see that as an opportunity,
I certainly do.
Which is fantastic. What do you think the next challenges will be for the market and the industry?
Well, I think obviously globally the challenge is, are millennials watching content? And as a company, Discovery has spent 30 plus years thinking about a big screen, and it was 20 inches, 40 inches, 60 inches. Now we need to think about the screen size of a mobile phone. So I think, yes, to answer your question genuinely, a challenge is this idea that we have to constantly disrupt ourselves. So that is, exciting if you want to be optimistic about it. But I think what's good for Discovery is that disruption is kind of in our DNA. I mean, we started the business 30 years ago, John Hendricks, which was with a disruptive concept at that point, which was let's make people pay for television. Now, how quaint that sounds. But that was disruptive at the time. And we've gone from having, one channel, one genre, one platform, to now, male, female, kids, sports. I mean, I joined Discovery in 2007. Who knew that we would be a sports, broadcaster? So we have Eurosport in Europe. It's the #1 OTT subscription-driven app in 52 key markets. We've got the rights for the Olympics in Europe for 5 years. So I think that's really interesting. What it gives us the opportunity to do is tell great stories, which we think we're quite good at, but now in these new areas. So, you know, with the Olympics, if you love skiing, you can now get all the information you require on all of your favorite skiers, but not just for the 2 weeks of the Olympics, you know, for the whole year, because we're going to be telling stories about that all the time.
So they're not challenges, they're all opportunities.
They're all opportunities, yeah.
Amanda, thank you for your insight, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.